Outlander Season 7 Episode 16 100,000 Angels tells the story of Jane Pocock's tragic demise and Claire's journey to recovery following her near-death experience at the Battle of Monmouth. Dr. Denzel Hunter, played by Joey Phillips, saves Claire from dying from a gunshot wound to the stomach, but she spends the majority of the Outlander Season 7 finale recovering. She experiences a vivid dream in which Master Raymond, Dominique Pinon, a time-traveling apothecary, visits her and informs her that it is not time for her to pass away. Then he asks for her pardon. For what? She inquires. She will soon find out, he says. Master Raymond was last seen in Faith, Episode 7 of Outlander Season 2. After fainting during a duel, Claire awakens in that episode to find she is in a convent and that her unborn child has died during childbirth. Puerperal fever, a postpartum illness in which a portion of the placenta remains lodged in the womb and causes an infection that kills the mother, nearly kills Claire. In the 18th century it was a capital punishment, but in the 20th century it was treatable. Master Raymond enters her bed covertly and heals Claire by relaxing her body with enigmatic methods. Claire describes to Jamie how she held their deceased daughter Faith for a short time later in the same episode. She sings, "I do like to be beside the seaside" to the seemingly lifeless infant as she remembers how little she was. Episode 16 of Season 7 of Outlander casts doubt on all of this. A vision of a younger Jane and Fanny running toward their mother while skipping through fields opens the episode. There are dragonflies. Like Claire's favorite insect, you know? Jamie assists William later in the episode when he tries to free Jane from prison before she is hanged for the righteous killing of Captain Harkness, Adam Jackson Smith. In this scene, William makes the obvious connection that Brianna is his sister. He is then devastated to learn that Jane committed suicide before they could save her. Jamie wisely trims a curl of Jane's hair to give to Fanny and assists William in easing her body onto a bed in a supine position. On the Outlander Season 7 cliffhanger, Sam Hewen. Even though it will be in an unnamed grave in a potter's field, Jamie manages to get Jane buried. He and Claire offer to take Fanny, an orphan girl under their care, to Fraser's Ridge. Claire is shocked to learn that the girls grew up loving dragonflies and their mother, Faith, when she shows Fanny a collection of Jane's belongings that Jamie managed to acquire. It appears that Claire is now establishing an emotional bond between this orphan girl and her departed daughter. But as Outlander Season 7 comes to a close, Claire hears a haunting voice singing, "I do like to be beside the seaside," a song from 1909. Fanny is singing the out-of-date song when she walks into the meeting room. Fanny casually responds that her mother, Faith, sang the 20th century song to her when Claire asks how she knows it. Claire tells Jamie at the end of Outlander Season 7 that she believes their daughter Faith survived. What? Is this even documented in the books? In a way. In Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone, Diana Gabaldon has Claire reflect on Master Raymond and consider the coincidence that both her daughter and Fanny's mother were named Faith. However, unlike in the Star series, there hasn't been a clear conclusion or a dramatic declaration as of yet. How could Faith, a premature baby who was obviously stillborn, have lived? The scene between Claire and Master Raymond suggests that the time traveler with magical abilities may have used his knowledge of the future or the occult to save the baby. The child must then have been placed in the care of another family. For what purpose? We have no idea. There are two other hiccups as well. In the present Outlander timeline, Faith is probably dead, even though she may have lived through infancy. The reason Jane had to turn to prostitution in the first place was because of this. Second, William slept with his niece if Faith survived and gave birth to Jane and Fanny. I understand that Outlander has previously experimented with incestuous relationships, but Roger, Richard Rankin, and Brianna, Sophie Skelton, are essentially distant second cousins. Not a niece and uncle.